Dicejunkies. I'm Zeno Damus. I'm here with
Q.
And we're going to talk about some news in the geek world, I guess. Geek sphere.
In the pop culture
Pop culture.
geekology. All things geek.
Yeah. Whatever you guys end up coming here for, that's probably what we're not going to talk about. That's probably what we're going to talk about, I hope.
They come here to get off.
I don't know, man. Well, we were at Tupelo Con last weekend, so we didn't do a live show last weekend because we were actually, at the time of the live show, driving down the Natchez Trace, which is the no man's land of any kind of internet connection, cell phone reception, or anything like that, heading back towards Jackson.
It is the scene of so many horror movies. Like, you just
no,
see
that was Tupelo.
Yeah, that was definitely Tupelo.
Tupelo's a different type of horror show.
No, I'm not going to talk bad about Tupelo on this show.
Maybe
I had a
another
wonderful breakfast at the Brick and Spoon.
That was a great breakfast.
That
And
was
the
a
dessert.
delicious breakfast.
The dessert place was really good too.
Oh, and Crave.
yeah.
Crave was really delicious. Had amazing desserts. That is only
So,
2 of the places we ate at.
Tupelo
Out of the 8.
Tupelo Comic Con. We had what Walter.
Yes, a Black
the
Power
Black
Ranger.
Power Ranger.
And I mean black is in race. No.
And colors.
Yes.
A bunch of other people, but some of the big people there was well, I mean, I can't remember all the names now of the people that were there, so I was just gonna.
Some gun dude.
Sean
There
Gunn.
was Sean Gunn,
He was
Jeremy
there.
London.
Jeremy London.
Chris Schreier?
It was Paul Schreier, I think.
Paul Schreier was cool, man. I had a
Yeah,
fun talking
yeah.
with Paul. Paul is a funny guy.
Deep Roy was there.
Deep
Yeah,
Roy was cool.
Deep Roy.
I think I creeped him out, though. I don't know why. Every time I looked at him, he just looked at me like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. Do I have a weird look on my face? I might have."
Probably.
And a voice actor was there too.
And a voice actor. A voice actor. Are we
particular
talking
voice
about Vic?
Oh, was
Vic?
that his name?
I think he's been in a couple of things like, what was that? Oh, the world's greatest DBZ movie, Brawley.
That's right.
Super Brawley.
Not to mention.
He was also Tamaki.
Full Metal
in
Alchemist.
Full Metal
War on
Alchemist.
Hood
I
Club.
mean,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Big Trekkie.
we posted a video
Yeah, we
of
posted.
his panel. And it's one of our few videos to get comments. What? I'm just going to go ahead and roll
It's
into that
gotten
for
a
you.
lot of comments.
Our most recent one has been very enlightened.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was before the show. I was checking on the video. I was like, oh, how's this video doing? And so went to go check it out, and there was a new comment, and it basically asked why this rapist was allowed at cons still, and
The jar meter response is, I don't even remember that being an accusation.
yeah, like it's one of those things. Like we try to stay
Open-minded and neutral as best we can.
Yeah. Try not to be biased or try to speak about these topics emotionally or anything like that. But I'll be honest, after meeting Vic, it's harder to stay
Neutral. I mean, when you meet somebody and you get a chance to talk to him, because yes, he's that nice a guy. He tried to talk to as many people as he could. We had a short conversation with him a couple of times. I talked to him about 3 times.
Yeah.
Zeno talked to him once. And
Twice.
And you got to him twice, okay. And I mean, even with all this going on, when you've got an attitude to look people, just try to stay positive.
Yeah.
Just try to be nice to other. And then you hear somebody bust up and call him a rapist on your video comments. And you're like, I don't remember his list of, like, I've been following this. I can say this because I've been following it. There isn't a rape accusation out there. There is like touchy-feely or saying something wrong, but there's never been a Vic forced sex on me.
Rape is a pretty hard.
Yeah, nobody said he's had sex with him at all. So it's like, I don't even know where that came from. And even Zeno, who's been trying to stay pretty like pushed back and not get opinionated on it, said, whoa, where did that come from?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. They just say whatever they want. And
But and as people have commented on this, I've tried to respond to a lot of the comments, and like I said, keep that level response that I try to do. And I mean, my big thing is looking at the guy, and it's also a matter of, I guess, growing up in America where you're constantly told you're innocent until proven guilty. I tend to look at that the same way when it comes to accusations against somebody. I want evidence or at least something more solid when it comes to accusing somebody of something, And when you don't have evidence, the only other thing you can really look at is someone's character. And watching stuff from both sides, and this is why I say it's hard to stay neutral at this point, because after meeting Vic and listening to Vic, the man has a great character.
Yeah, I mean, I know people say, well, people could try to put on the show, but I've been keeping an eye on him as best I can, and I see a little bit of some said. I think he is a very get-in close person.
Oh, yeah.
When he met me, he got right in there. And I'm not a touchy person either, as he knows. He got right in there. But there wasn't nothing menacing about it. But yeah, plus he did it to men and women. It wasn't exclusive to anybody. When he talks to you, Vic gets in close. He gets right here.
Yeah.
He gets right there, talks to you. He engages. He makes eye contact. I noticed that immediely, and I said,
"Yeah,
okay."
No, I mean, if you approach him, he doesn't take a step back. He embraces that closeness.
I mean, hey, I got a one-arm hug from the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like
it kind of feels like he gives you his undivided attention.
Yeah. And for some people, that can make them nervous. Like I said, I'm the kind of person that's not used to that kind of intense conversation.
No.
But I didn't feel like I was violated.
Great character, not still. The accusations are I'm not saying that the accusations are false. I can't say the accusations are false.
Because we can't prove they're false either.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm not going to treat the man as
a criminal
or as this horrible person, because I don't have a reason to at this point,
What amazes me is the people that have such a strong emotional tie to it that aren't any of the accusers, because the people that, like, the person that made that comment is probably a random individual that's never met him.
Yeah.
And that's where we have trouble staying neutral, because it's like, hey man, if you're curious, if you want to find out what's going on, that's fine. But when you respond with powerful hate and you're not even a part of the friggin' incident, that makes you look stupid. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the editor has one of the comments up on the screen that I replied to, which was, "So did he sexually molest these women? I need evidence, not just his word." And I responded in. I was like, at this point, words are all anyone has. No evidence against him. So then what? We believe the accuser or the accused? Do we not look at character? And the idea was to sort of try to bring a conversation to look at both sides of it. And the response was, we look to find evidence and try to confirm the alleged reports. Funimation is still doing their internal investigation, which I thought was over, but
it is.
And he's like, I just need evidence. Monica and Sean may have been his friends, but since they knew he was allegedly doing this stuff and nothing about it, then they're partially guilty.
That gets into the stuff that, like, I kind of
friends don't let friends commit disgusting acts. I don't trust Vic, nor do I believe he did anything. I don't quite get this response.
Well, what they're trying to say
evidence
is that
key factor.
The main people that are coming against him, that are saying that they are witnesses or claiming that they were present for stuff, are people that were supposed to be his friends and co-workers, which looks weird because for you to say, like, that'd be like you saying, oh, I saw Q, like, totally pervert on all of these cosplayers. And then people are going to look at you and be like, you work with Q. Why were you just standing there?
Well, no. I mean,
and saying you did for 10 years.
You're part of Dicejunkies, and as being the owner of Dicejunkies, if I saw you doing something like that, I would stop you immediately, and you would not be part of Dicejunkies anymore.
And some of the people involved with this claim to be in high positions or don't be in high positions, so they literally have an authority. Oh, hey, Tay.
Talking about Tupelo Con.
So,
and Vic
Well, here's my stance, people. I got a really neutral, good idea. There's already a trial. Supposedly, all parties involved claim they're bringing their evidence. Why don't everybody chill out and let the dang trial happen, and we'll get some evidence? Because Sean and Monica and Ron have promised they're bringing evidence. And honestly, I still believe they might have some. I'm going to see what they're going to do.
And that's also why I say I can't say that he's not guilty of these things.
I don't believe it's as severe as people expected. I think it's going to be minor. I think they're going to have a little bit. I mean,
it's one of those things where one side has already brought up false evidence and it's been proven false. So when they say they're bringing evidence, it does make it sort of hard to believe.
Well, but the people that did the false evidence were not these particular people.
Yeah, true.
I'm just trying to be devil's advocate
here.
No,
I mean, you're right.
But there's a trial, so maybe stop getting psychotically obsessed and angry and wait for the trial to happen.
Yeah.
Though there was an interesting complication came up. They recently, Ron and Monica pushed to actually have it where they would not release the evidence publicly that they were going to present, which makes a lot of people suspicious.
Yeah.
Because you kept swearing you're going to give us evidence, and then you literally sent in a request to the judge going, we don't want you to release this evidence to the public. It's like, but you promised us evidence. But I don't know. Maybe there's a reason.
I don't know. Anyway, we'll keep you up to date on it as we continue to follow this. And, like I said, we'll try to keep as much of a neutral stance as we can and sort of present both sides, as I think we have in our past coverage of this.
Well, if you're feeling brave, one of our cons coming up, I think we're going to have Ms. Rial there. You want to kind of go meet her?
We're not going to that one. That's the one in Texas, I think.
Oh, that's too far. Okay. Because, we could get to see what kind of person she is. Because, I mean, we got to meet Vic. I would like to be fair and meet the other side.
Yeah. But all right, let's bring up the Spider-Man trailer here for a second. Now,
Mysterio lies.
The thing is, and don't scroll any further down on this article, editor, because there are spoilers, and we are still, like, a lot of people have claimed the in-game spoiler hold is now off, but it's still in theaters, so I'm going to continue to hold that.
Keep talking, I'm thirsty.
But if you,
I just realized,
I mean, you were just loving that drink.
Like, I was trying to cover up the label because I don't know the rules for showing the can.
Are you wanting to play the trailer?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, that's what I was. That's what I wanted
This is a spoiler as heck trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is.
If you have managed to not watch the Spider-Man trailer yet, and have not seen Endgame and don't want spoilers, do not watch the Spider-Man trailer because it is full of them. If by some chance you did accidentally watch the Spider-Man trailer and now you're like, crap, I got spoiled on things.
You're right. I just remembered the trailer. It literally, the first sentence is, so blah is blah. You're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
So anyway,
like the first sentence.
Yeah. So anyway, the point being, if you did, just psych yourself up and go, it's Mysterio. Everything could be a lie.
The whole movie could be fake. They could be in a green screen room.
Yeah.
That is not. He's done that. He has done like the.
They probably are in a green screen room. Just saying.
Ooh, maybe this will be super meta. Maybe Mysterio will be the Deadpool of this Marvel universe, and it's just like, yep. So that was Spider-Man: Homecoming. What do y'all think? It's just like it's just freaking. Dude, I'd love it if they would have rewrote that. Now that said that, like, screw it, we're making our own.
But
Deadpool.
If you know anything about the comic books, Mysterio lies. So, if you did accidentally see spoilers by watching this, they may not all be true.
Yeah, they could be false spoilers. Because, I mean, he's a special effects guy. His original story was so lame. It's like, who are you? I used to be a movie special effects guy. Yeah. And I was so good, I decided to do stuff. I forgot. Dang it, spoilers.
Yeah. And because we're avoiding spoilers, we now go on to the next topic.
I know, it's hard to talk about this without spoilers.
The next topic is another trailer.
Watch out. There might be spoilers on the right there.
Watchmen. Go ahead and full screen that because there are some things that
I've
could
seen
be,
spoilers. Oh, yeah, there's a shot of...
Don't point it out.
Yeah. But trailer for HBO Watchmen premiere. Now, this, I think, won't come out until fall, I think, is when this is supposed to come out. But looks like an interesting series. Not a lot from the trailer. There's a lot of Easter eggs and hints to stuff, but nothing that... Nothing really tells you 100% the direction of this series. which we'll probably see another. We'll see another trailer or two before the series comes out. Probably around Comic-Con, the big Comic-Con. You'll have a trailer. So. But it definitely looks like it is closer to a current day situation here, as you see a much older version of some of the Watchmen characters. But I'm actually excited about this. Like, this could be good.
I mean, the original Watchmen in me was okay.
I love the original movie. So,
I mean, it may be because I foolishly went in with the wrong expectation. I never read the graphic novel, so I thought it was a superhero movie, and it is not. It is more
a superhero movie.
It's more like V for Vendetta than it is a superhero movie.
It's a superhero movie. It's just not the superheroes that you're thinking of.
It's a commentary. It's a political commentary. It wasn't a bad one. Oh, T Bloodx got my back. Yeah, screw you, Zeno.
Oh, you threw up the link. That's fine.
I told you I would do that.
Yeah. No, I was just like, contains spoilers. We're avoiding spoilers. But you threw up the link. That contains spoilers.
Right.
The link does.
Right. It was a warning.
Yeah. She put a link in front
she
of it.
She does have
link
don't watch if you've
spoilers.
never seen it.
Oh, yeah, it's even in the...
it's in the link. It said don't watch if you haven't seen Endgame.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Blood X is talking about, though, the Watchmen wasn't
no. Blood X says the Watchmen movie wasn't very good. I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. So, screw all of you.
Again, I admit, I went there thinking, like, this is going to be like a superhero movie.
You also hated Ragnarok.
Yeah,
I didn't
you are a
hate
terrible
Ragnarok.
person,
I said I did not like aspects of Ragnarok.
You also didn't like Infinity Wars.
You
didn't like Endgame either.
What do you like?
I didn't say I didn't like any of those movies.
I believe it was I was dramatically disappointed.
That was with
Endgame.
And then you fell asleep.
I fell asleep in Infinity War, but it was only for a split second.
Enough to snore.
I was not snoring.
I was right next to you.
I was grunting a little bit because there were such bad scenes in the movie that it was.
Right, and I didn't cry.
So your tastes are suspect, is what that means.
Anyway, I enjoyed all three of those movies. I just saw aspects that I did not like.
Yeah, it wasn't The Watchmen. Not enough blue penis.
There was a lot of aspects of The Watchmen I didn't like as well, but I still thought it was a good movie.
What didn't you like about The Watchmen?
Blue penis.
Okay. I just wanted to get that from you because I'm like, you let that slide. Don't ever let blue penis slide.
No, but I mean, it was a high movie though. Now, it was a very low-level superhero movie, but I actually like more of the low-level, grittier superhero type stuff.
Season 1 Punisher was awesome, you know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even technically a superhero movie because it was basically street level.
I mean, one of the things I loved about Daredevil and all those on Netflix were the more street-level powers and not this, Well, you did have Manhattan, which is more powerful than Superman, but he didn't do a lot.
Except Flash just over.
He cried and ran away to the moon or some crap. So
yeah, I do love his little petty. Oh, I forgot you can't breathe. You can't forget anything. You literally stated you can't forget things. That was cool. I guess I will admit that part of the reason I didn't like the movie is I did admit that I did not know about the ending. I won't spoil it, but
okay,
that
Mars.
threw me
Sorry,
off. But that threw me off because I did not expect what happened. Though, honestly, if you just saw that trailer, you probably have a hint. Because at
this point, I do think the spoiler
on Watchmen,
on Watchmen as well,
really threw me off.
I mean, that movie came out when I was still
basically
the
villain won.
I don't really want any more Watchmen without Rorschach and their little knockoff wannabe army. Their face masks don't even move. They don't give me what I need.
They don't have good effects.
Yeah, I know. I need
their face
mask.
Their face mask does not have the good effects.
But he was the best part of the movie. My favorite characters out of the
movie.
movie. I mean, same thing with Marvel. Like, I think we were talking about Phase 4.
Yeah, well, that's next.
Yeah. Like, let's roll into that so I can cry and whine.
All right. This is another one we can't talk about too much because of spoilers. What?
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
One. Oh, no, that's something else.
I mean, it's in the same vein.
I
don't think you have it.
That ain't it.
There it is.
There we go. No, that's not it.
I don't think
apparently
you don't
didn't
have
pull
a
it
tab
up.
for it, dude. Just do the Marvel and Hulu set. We'll talk about it all together.
Well, and you can pull up the Phase 4 stuff while we're doing this.
Oh, no wonder you didn't like the new Ghost Rider. That does look stupid.
Stay up your tab.
Is that the Ghost
Look,
Rider?
I know how to do this.
Is that what
Shut
the
your
Ghost Rider
face.
looks like in a TV show?
No.
Oh, good, because that looks dumb.
I thought you were just going to do it on the other side so we could have the
Shut your
thing
face.
up.
Shut your fucking face.
I'm making the editor mad. She can't even click right.
Yeah, she messed all that up. You should have just did what I told you to do.
Yeah. All right. So
just stay where
Marvel,
you are. Stop.
We'll talk about Marvel and Hulu live action Ghost Rider and Hellstrom series. Now this is supposedly it's going to be a spinoff, I guess, from Shield.
Agents of Shield. Yeah, that show started out good.
I didn't really care for what I saw of the Ghost Rider from Agents of Shield, so not really too excited.
Isn't that just Scorpion? I just realized that is just Scorpion. He's got the chains with the blades with the knives.
Mm-hmm.
They owe some money to MK.
But I mean, I do like Ghost Rider as a character, so I'm hoping that they'll make it good.
I would like to see it, but if it's on Hulu, how can it be Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider really needs to be on, like, rated teen and above. Like,
well, Hulu can do that.
Hulu can?
Yeah.
They seem to kind of try to stick on the TV friendly
side.
No,
they have some rougher stuff, but it is majority owned by Disney now, I think, though, because I think Disney picked up some more accusations.
Because I just remember, like, I've seen some of the other series, and none of it got too racy. And Ghost Rider needs to be kind of violent. I mean, it's supposed to be violent.
I mean, that would be my only reasoning for them to do it on Hulu. I mean, if it's a spinoff of the Shield, why wouldn't they just do it on the same network as the Shield?
Do you think they're trying to get it racy as it's supposed to be?
Maybe they can go a little further. I mean, Hulu definitely has some rough stuff in their original lineup, so it is possible they go a bit dark with it.
Now, what's up with Hellstrom? I'm not as familiar with that.
I'm not familiar really with that either.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Can we scroll down a little further on that, editor? But I don't know if Hellstrom was also in. There's not.
That's all they got. Yeah.
There's
apparently
not a lot
they
there.
don't know a lot about it either.
It's something to keep an eye on, and as things get closer, we'll talk more about it. But it's worth keeping an eye on. I mean, the Marvel Universe TV series have been relatively good. I mean, I even enjoyed Shield at first. It just sort of got out there on me after a couple seasons, and I stopped watching it.
Yeah, it started to it burnt out its original appeal. It kind of reminds me of what happened to Arrowverse, like
yeah.
Like I liked Arrow, and then as it went on, it just kind of went like they kind of failed to keep the same momentum going. And that kind of cheese starts to leak its way in, you know.
So I mean, with the Phase 4 stuff, though, I mean, so basically they just announced like the next 3 or 4 movies for Disney's Marvel Universe, which they released the schedule for that. They also released that there would be 3 more Star Wars movies in 2020, 2022, and 2024.
You know how I feel about more Star Wars.
So more Star Wars, more, and that's. I mean, I'm assuming that's their next trilogy. I don't know if they're going to throw in some more like one-shotters in between all that or not.
I got to see how they finish out this trilogy.
Blood Axe says that. Ghost Rider's from Shield. He was interesting, but could be developed better. I like the car variant instead of the bike. That's why it's on Hulu and not Disney Plus. He agrees with me on the little bit of dark, possibly going darker. Disney Plus wants to keep it family friendly, and Disney Plus has WandaVision, Hawkeye, and Winter Soldier and Falcon. Oh, sorry, the Star Wars stuff is 2022, 2024, and 2026. And I think it's the Game of Thrones guys doing this Star Wars trilogy, which could be interesting. They're supposedly going to do a Game of Thrones prequel
Yeah, I think that might be exciting.
Blah.
I am not excited for that at all.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
I think it might be good.
Anytime a series tries to go back and do prequels, it's never really been very good.
Well, honestly, to me, it's a hack job. It's just trying to make a little more money.
Look at the people who are doing it, though.
I mean, look at Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings trilogy came out, then they did the prequel of The Hobbit, which was a great book that they somehow, because they were doing it as a prequel to Lord of the Rings, managed to mess it up.
Well, true, but I also think that the
he
producers,
said it got canceled. Good.
The
the
producers
Game of
that were
Thrones,
involved
prequel got canceled?
really messed it up.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. I mean, I heard you, editor. But I mean, honestly, I can't remember a lot of good prequels. Prequels are a cash grab to me, man. Tell your story in order or just move on with it. I've never been a big fan of people going like, hey, you know what? We did good on that. We ain't good money. Let's tell you the story before that. We told you the best part of the story. Now let's tell you the part of the story that wasn't as good as that. Oh, and that you know the resolution of because it's a friggin' prequel. It's just tell me a new story, man.
Yeah.
I'd rather see a sequel than a prequel.
All
anytime.
right. Let's see. Now I guess we'll go. We're getting out of the whole TV and stuff like that. We'll go into some gaming news. First game from ex-Blizzard devs, Bonfire Studios. They say will be PC focused for a core audience. Now this seemed to be more of a jab towards Blizzard going to the mobile sphere.
Good riddance.
Because they basically. In one of the comments, if you scroll down, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's a PC game. We're not going to do a Candy Crush here." So I thought that was fun. Blizzard's had some really great talent, and so I'm hoping that this ex-Blizzard guy puts together a good game. It does sound like they are focused on multiplayer and competitive and cooperative concepts. So, yeah. That sounds more like they're gonna do more. Try to get into the
live service.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not big into the live service games.
It's cool that he took a few jabs, but he ain't saying a lot here.
No,
like you said, PC and core. Those words tell me nothing.
Yeah.
About what's coming out. It does at least tell me that it's not going to be a mobile game, but that's all I got out of this is that it's not going to be mobile. Okay.
Well, and I mean, like I said, with the looking at both competitive and cooperative concepts, multiplayer game, online multiplayer games, you probably figure they're going to go for one of the more shooter or Diablo type games versus
fantasy. Yeah, those tend to be shooters right now.
So, but we'll see. I mean, it's a company to keep an eye on, Bonfire. Because, I've seen a lot of good stuff come from devs that have gotten pissed off at the larger corporate companies and created their own studios.
Yeah, the Breakaway has been pretty cool.
The Breakaways have made some very interesting developments. So I am looking forward to just seeing what they come out with. Even if it's not something that I'm interested in, it could still be something that's good for the PC gaming community.
And I'm always for that. I mean, I don't play a lot of types of games, but I like there to be stuff that keeps PC thriving and live because it means companies stay interested in making PC games.
Well, talking about keeping PC thriving, Outer Wilds, there's been a little bit of uproar about this game as it was a Kickstarter game talking about a game coming to Steam. That decided to sell out to Epic Game Studios and then not come to Steam. One of the big issues with this is that it was promoted as being a Steam title on the Kickstarter. So a lot of the people who Kickstarted it are now pretty upset at the fact that, they backed the game as a Steam title.
Wow, these people have no concept of decency. The number I can understand the folks that work pitched to Steam, but the number of companies that are being backed by Steam users and they betray them, you know what? I'm just going to say it. I don't care anymore about being fuck Epic because they're going after these games to screw people. You can go to hell because to actually go find a game that's being backed by Steam users and take it, fuck you. You can't say you're for gamers and you're going to actively go find games where people are backing and are streamers and then go, screw those guys. We're going to pay you to tell them to go to hell.
Yeah.
It's different that you bought off like Borderlands. It wasn't Steam exclusive anyway. It wasn't backed.
Yeah.
It was made by a company without backers. But stop stealing backed games from the backers.
Now, from what I understand is this was a decision not made by the developers of the game, but when they sent it to the publishing company, the publisher decided to make this move.
That's who Epic goes to. They go to the publisher and they cut it. It's like they literally
because they cut them a check, and the publisher's
Steam.
like, alrighty then, that's a lot of money.
And then the backers get crapped in the face because they're like, hey, they gave us more money than you because Epic's a bunch of dicks.
But
I'm sorry, dude. This is pissing me off. This pisses me off more than the other games like Otherworld or Outer World or whatever.
Uh-huh.
This pisses me off because people have backed it and supported it. They had this community, and then they're just getting bought out from under them.
Yeah. A quote from some unhappy backer on Reddit. I understand the publisher made this deal and not the dev team, and I understand money is a driving force behind the decision. However, I feel this is unethical for crowdfunding campaigns. I didn't want to support the game so I could play it months after release on the platform the campaign originally promoted. If I was told my contributions meant I could play the game eventually, I wouldn't have pledged. And that's the thing, I mean, you've got these people who don't want to deal with Epic. They just don't want to deal with it. And so they put their money behind things that are going to the platform that they chose. And then they're getting blindsided by companies
and then they offer this slap in the face refund that, like this guy says here, I won't read this whole thing, but he basically states, I don't want a refund. I want the Steam key you promised me when I backed at the same time as everyone else. I'm now a second hand, basically he's being treated like crap because Epic offered more money. So now I got to wait 6 months to a year, but I'm your backer. I backed you when Epic didn't want you. I'm the reason Epic gave you this money because they saw we were backing you. Because Epic doesn't pick up games, doesn't back new games. They still back games from the backers. That's what they're doing. They didn't go out and find these people and go, we want you to make this game and make it exclusive. No, they said, hey, man, people are looking forward to your game. We'll pay you to say fuck them. And, of course, then, like you said, the publishers go, yeah, I'm sorry, man, I'm just ticked off.
I know. Now, I'll put this on here just to tick you off.
Because if I back a game, I would be furious. You do this to me, Epic, I'm going to burn down your store. I don't care. I'm going to come burn down your damn building. You better hope I don't back anything and you jack it out money. Try it.
Dicejunkies does not condone.
You got the crazy eyes, Q.
Dicejunkies does not condone burning down any studios or any form of violence towards.
That's like I bought something and you came and put it on my shopping cart and said, see you in a year, bitch, and walked off with it. That's what that feels like. It's like, hey, man, I was in my shopping cart. Epic's got a bigger money dick, son of a bitch. I'm going to let off with it.
Hey, you want to talk about something else? Little boy or blood?
Okay. Dude, these people they try to act like they care about us. Ooh, we're here for the consumers.
Oh. Blood Axe says he does condone it. He does condone it. So there you go. He's got your back. Blood Axe has got your back if you. Oh.
They're stealing for people dang near, man. It just.
Did you have something to trigger Q?
I was going to ask. Do you want to talk about something else, little boy or blood?
Are you talking about loot boxes?
Yeah.
Oh, she's leading in for us. There we go. This is the last topic we have for today, I think, and it is game studios. Basically, there's some laws, some new bills that are trying to go in that are trying to ban selling loot boxes. Now, I hate loot boxes. I think they're stupid, and I think that I prefer that the games did not utilize loot boxes. But at the same time, I'm a little bit anti passing laws to stop such things because I think we can. I think people should just quit buying them, or as this starts pointing out for the kids, the parents should not be giving their kids their credit card or buying them the things to buy the loot boxes if there's a problem with kids buying loot boxes. I think the parents should take care of that. Now, Q, on the other hand, is I think of a
different opinions here. I mean, while we both hate loot boxes, Zeno don't trust the government, them government people in his backyard. So he's anti any kind of laws on it. But I actually
it's not that I don't trust the government; it's I don't trust people. Like
nobody trusts people. I hate
stupid people. So they start in one place and then they keep going. Like my big issue is first it's we're gonna ban loot boxes because loot boxes are gambling. Well, then you're gonna ban baseball cards because baseball card packs are gambling.
And I told you I don't mind if they actually let you know what cards you were getting. I don't really like random anything. I like to buy what I want.
Then they're just going to say, well, we're just going to ban it all together, because these are games, and games are targeted towards kids.
There's too much
and
money.
All the stupidity just starts rolling out their mouth like they don't know what the hell's going on, and that's what happens when we start letting them pass laws like this.
Did you hear that southern accent kick in as he said it? Y'all here, stay off my lawn. Look, man, I get what you're saying, but the problem is that loot boxes are an issue, and the only way I can see is because here's the problem. Yeah, we wouldn't need a law if the companies would be reasonable about it, but these companies are determined to keep targeting kids with their loot boxes.
I don't think they're targeting kids. I think they're targeting people's wallets.
The thing is that I've now sat down with my son and his older brother and watched them play Fortnite. And nah, dude, the stuff they pop in there and their advertisement style, they're trying to get the kids to want this stuff, man. I didn't know until I saw it. I used to think that people were exaggerating, but no, it's targeted. They're trying to get the kids to want it. And here's the thing. So
does the toy company try to get the kids to want it.
And you can see the toy in the box when you buy it. But they don't have a freaking box that says random X-Men in this box. Do they?
Well, yes.
They do have random.
Don't you see the blind packs at the store of the little figurines and the foil wrappers where you can't see what figures inside of them?
That's bullcrap. I hate that too. I want it gone. I mean, basically, Zeno's not 100% wrong on worrying about legislation getting too big, but it does need to be stopped because they've done the studies. There's a problem. People are excessive. First of all, they're ruining my games with it. Because here's the problem.
No, I agree they're ruining games with it.
They're taking material out of the games and putting it in loot boxes, so they're ruining the games for the adults. Two, honestly, as Jim Sterling said, I got it back to Big Boy, they're making enough money, man. It's greed. It's excessive greed.
No, it is greed. I'm not saying it's not, dude. My thing is I just don't know if there needs to be a law passed about it.
Well, we've tried to talk to the dang corporations. We've tried to talk to EA. Mostly EA, UEA, you know how you are, and the other ones, and they won't listen. They're like, no, we must have these loot boxes. We have to go for every way. And it's like, why? I mean, why are you so desperate to do it? Why can't you rein back a little bit, try a little harder to avoid hitting the kids so that people will stay out, so the government will stay out of it? But they won't. When they literally went up against governments to fight for their loot boxes, you knew that was going to trigger a kickback. When basically a government goes, we're not going to allow that in our country, and you go, we don't care, and you fight back, they're going to put you in your place. By this point, what you don't get is this is a power play. Maybe you do, and that's why you're scared of it, because it's a power play. This is the government's going, yo, back off. We will slap you on the nose if you won't respect our authority. And that's what's really happened. This isn't even really about the loot boxes. This is the corporations versus the government. Governments feel like the corporations are ignoring them and doing whatever they want. They're slapping them on the nose. I hope it doesn't go too extreme, but there's got to be repercussions for your actions. I mean, what was it, Belgium they did this in? They just said, we're going to try to do the anyway.
If they say that this is a form of gambling, okay, fine. I'll deal with that. But if it's a form of gambling, then it just goes under pre-existing gambling laws.
Now that makes sense.
We don't need to make a whole new stream of laws for this stuff in video games.
It would probably be a good idea if you tried that. That's not a bad idea. They could just say any game that has loot box gaming in it becomes an 18 or older. It has to be marked as this game possesses material inappropriate for children.
Well, the thing is, you start marking it for gambling. Now, it's not just that. There's some states you won't be able to sell the game in.
I mean,
because there are states don't allow gambling.
Yeah, but that would be better than maybe just passing a loot box
But that's what I'm
law.
saying. If you're going to consider it gambling, put it under gambling laws. See what the game comes.
See, we met in the middle, dog. I like that. Just call it gambling and put it under gambling.
I'm not saying
law.
that's a good idea. I'm just saying it's a better idea than making new laws.
I'm with Blood Axe praying on the weak. I think it should be considered gambling. Don't make new laws. Just tag it as gambling. Put on the box this game contains gambling in it, and then the game comes. Because let's be honest, dude, some states don't sell it, but I mean, internet, man. I mean, you can't really.
Yeah, you can.
You really? Because I mean,
they regulate all kinds of stuff on the internet, man.
Oh, I was about to tattle on some people there. All right, because I know some people that play games that aren't allowed in their country all the time and put up videos.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, there's ways of getting around stuff, but at the same time, it's you got to work at it.
I know, which is going to be harder for kids to do, so it still serves its purpose. It's good. It's mostly adults that learn the tricks to get around.
I mean, there's places you can go in town and go gamble, but that's not legal.
We gotta talk later, man. They shoot craps.
So,
but I mean, so as you see, we're of a different mind. I'm kind of like, we need to do something. I don't think it's gonna explode as bad as he does, but I can't knock him.
My thing is I just feel like as a consumers, we should speak with our money if we don't like loot boxes.
But that's the problem with it being a gambling problem. Yes, the people with self-control can speak with their money, but you know who spends way more money than we do? People with gambling addictions.
Well, until
casinos are still open, even though everyone knows that you lose when you go to the casino. There's a bunch of casinos making millions of dollars with people knowing you lose.
Well, Zeno doesn't lose.
You got a point.
Well, yeah, that's why Zeno talks like that. Zeno doesn't lose, but other people lose money. R.I.P. Joe. You know, like other people we know lose chunks of money.
You gotta call out Joe, man. Poor Joe.
Now I
Really?
Don't do that.
I love Joe, but he's not a good gambler. He hasn't has his lucky. Nobody's lucky him. I lost $5. I'm still hurt about that. I lost $5, man.
I mean, I won $600.
Yeah, that's why you don't mind gambling. So we don't want you to know that Zeno apparently he's up on the casinos. His overall, I think your overall record, you're still in the green, aren't you?
I don't go to casinos that often. I think I've been gambling 3 times in my life.
And one of them he won $600. I think you won a few hundred the first time.
Because I don't think gambling's a good idea, personally.
Dude, what the? You son of a...
For me, I don't gamble. I don't like to gamble.
I like it. He's like, yeah, gambling's not a good idea for me, but the rest of you blow your money. I don't care. Some of us care about other people.
I mean, I buy lottery tickets every once in a while.
Michelle cares about other people.
Just so I can dream. Like, I know I'm not going to win, but it's a nice dream every once in a while to go drop $5-10 on some lottery tickets.
I mean, yeah, I got some now. Lottery's different, man.
I mean, it's still gambling.
Well, I mean, as long as you don't go crazy and buy like $100 worth of lottery tickets, like that, then you're losing again.
All right. So I think we'll wrap up there because I think we're getting way off of the actual topics. So.
But just remember, screw Epic. I won't forget. Never forget.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Be sure to check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that good stuff. You can go to Dicejunkies.com where all the links to where we can be found everywhere is right there on the website. And we actually got some articles and stuff like that on there as well. If you're listening to us on the podcast or watching the live stream on Twitch, then Random Encounters is coming up next. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe so you get notified when the Random Encounters episode hits. Or check the current videos posted if it may already be posted, depending on when you're watching this. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, we hope you enjoy.